I have a little quote that I became somewhat famous for, either evolve or revolve. And my partners and I believe very, very strongly in that. And you can see in a very short period of time, Yoli has evolved tremendously. It's hard to imagine that we've only been open for business for just the last few months. But we're about to take our next step, our next evolutionary step. And we've talked about this before. We were able to make some things happen behind the scenes, however, even faster than we realized, which is rare. Things take time. And we are about to make in fact, if you check on your Go Yoli sites, the next evolution is already live. And that is we are now making available, starting now, the Fun Alkalete Capsules. And I want to give a little bit of history behind this momentous decision and announcement. As you know, the Fun Active Blast will be coming out here very, very soon during the month of May. But what happened was when this product, the second formulation, started to get out into the marketplace shortly after our Vegas Blast-Off convention, we saw something that we knew that the results were going to be fantastic because we had so much of the alkalete in this particular formulation. But to be honest, we didn't realize how tremendous the results were going to be. And by the way, I want to let everybody know we have a special edition commemorating the launch here of Fun already available on Yoli Tools. We have a very limited supply. But if you like the looks, I love this one. I'll tell you what, I'll have mine on the cruise. You need to go to yolitools.com and make sure you get your order in. I believe they will start shipping this week. How cool is that? I love that design. Do you think the other ones turn heads? Wait till they see this one. It ties in magically with our Yoli Give program and commitment to trees for the future. But that being said, when we saw not only the results generated through just a very limited amount, mind you, of Fun Active Blast getting out into the marketplace, we obviously, Brian has been Mr. Brian Clay, for those of you who are new, the gold medal decathlete. He just won back-to-back indoor world championships in the heptathlon, becoming the first man in history to do so. Credited his, obviously he credited his performance to his consistency and his talent and and just everything that Brian Clay is all about. But I'll tell you what, he did say that the only product that he used during his training regimen was the Fun Active Blast, and also Brian was able to get his hands on before anybody else. We had to get it tested by the Olympic doping community and whatnot, and so he was able to get on these capsules for a couple months before anyone else. And not only did he credit this particular product with his win as far as supplementation goes, but he actually lost 15 pounds and gained strength, which when you talk to anybody, we're going to have some athletic experts, I would say, on here tonight to discuss this. But that really is the holy grail of physical fitness, not just for world-class athletes, but for every single person like you, like me, weekend warriors, people who like to garden. This is a product, this Fun Active Blast and Fun Alkalete Capsules, that is for every child, man, woman, grandparent. This product has so much potential that we wanted to expedite the launch. And I'll show you a quick thing that came across our desk here today, and it might be a little small, but I'm going to read it for you. My friend Kyle met me at the door this morning. Kyle's a big guy with a lot of weight to lose. He recently decided to train for the half marathon coming up in Nashville this Saturday. And we're all really proud of him, but he's been struggling in his training. When Dr. Humble sent me Yoli Fun, I shared some of it with Kyle and asked him to be my guinea pig. I showed him the chart comparing Fun to Powerade and Gatorade, and I told him that because I didn't know anything about this product, I needed some people to try it and give me honest feedback. Here's how the conversation went this morning. Carrie, oh my goodness, unbelievable, okay? I drank one of those things you gave me about 30 minutes before my run last night, and when I started running, I realized very quickly that something was different. I had my best time ever. I was able to shave about 1.5 minutes off my mile pace, and it felt so easy to do. What I think I actually overdid it without even realizing it, because anyways, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but go ahead and read the rest of it here before I have the opportunity to share with you a couple slides and bring on a couple special guests. But when we realized the incredible results being generated on both of these formulations, they work hand in hand. You can potentiate the Fun Active Blast by taking additional Fun Alkalete capsules on a daily basis. And when you start to really understand the significance, there's a lot of products out there, a lot of good products out there in the network marketing arena, outside of the network marketing arena, but seldom do you have a product with true science. There's a lot of pseudoscience. There's a lot of transferable type results where they might see some sort of result with a lab rat, for instance, and then they extrapolate that result out into the human body. But there is no human test trials with these products. You pretty much have to go on faith. And I'm not saying these products don't work, but what I am saying is they lack the scientific evidence to merit the type of success that some of these products have realized. And I don't want to knock the success. What I want to do is put into perspective what we have with this product, with this alkaline ingredient that, again, we have exclusivity on in the network marketing months to negotiate that for all of you. And so we had a little bit of a delay. We had to redo the CD, and now as we know it in alkaline. Now, let me say this here. You can take, and I'm not just talking about athletics, pH balance in the body. In fact, I shared a story recently where one of my dearest friends, you had the opportunity to hear her speak in Vegas, Adina Nemero, who wrote the book Super Cleanse. She's coming out with another book by HarperCollins. She knows more about health and wellness than any of my friends put together. She studied with all of the health gurus from the Hippocrates Institute to Gabriel Cousins, who wrote the book Conscious Eating, very high-level intellectual thinkers. And she called me when she saw the fact that we had expedited the release of Alkalete into the marketplace. And when that happened, she said, this is a product that I am going to get behind, because all of the patients that she works with, the primary concern is over-acidity in the body. There is a very surefire-proof way to study and determine whether or not Alkalete works. It's very, very simple. You begin consuming Alkalete capsules on a daily basis, and I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to begin what we call our 90-day challenge. Is get on this product for 90 days, and you can choose to do this if you want. The only accurate way to truly determine the effect of this product is to take a pH sample of the urine. I'm not saying you have to do this, but what I am saying is when they took a look at this, you see across the board, 23 subjects, was a 53% average reduction after only just 5 days, which is absolutely remarkable. This science will be made available. These studies will be made available to all of you on the new website that I'm going to give you a brief glimpse of here in just a few moments. But this is real science. I've never in my 20 almost years in this industry seen anything remotely resembling this, and yet some of these companies have been able to generate billions of dollars in income. Again, another study with a around 51-year-old gentleman who took the Alkalete capsules and got on a stationary bike. They told him to start pedaling. In fact, with no Alkalete, you could see he lasted 17 minutes. Then he took a couple weeks off, loaded up with Alkalete, got up to about 35 minutes. Then it took another 2 weeks of loading up on Alkalete and was able to get to 1 hour, the same person. Now, the same thing again with reps at 405 pounds on the leg press, which, by the way, is what I use. No, I'm just joking. But you can see the same type of exponential results. Again, this is a one study that was done, but this study was verified in many other human trials. So what I'd like to do, speaking of human trials, is bring on a couple guests and let you know that this CD is going to be available for everyone on the cruise. We're giving them a copy. And the few people that have had the opportunity to get a sneak peek of this, I am telling you, when someone listens to this CD, it is going to be lights out. They will never want to be out without this product again. I'm talking about you, I'm talking about your family, and I'm talking about, of course, your prospects.